Okay, this is a preview for the 6 o'clock at Meydan on Thursday, which is the last race on the card, race 7 in Australia. That jumps at 4 o'clock in the morning on Friday morning. Okay, this is a decent type of race over the 8 furlongs at Meydan to close off the card on the dirt. In total, I think there's 13 runners engaged in the race. We found one here at a fairly big price for the mile contest. We go right down the bottom. The horse that we are interested in is number 13, Spiritous, from the Ewarn Charpy yard. Pretty early in the season at the moment in Meydan, so not a lot of horses have had a lot of starts. A lot of horses are first up, but also importantly, trainer stats for the new season are also important. Ewarn Charpy had his best season last year, getting 11 winners from 135 runners over in the United Arab Emirates. He's got one winner from 4 runners so far, so his stable started off well in 2017, 2018. 2 fourths as well from his first 4 runners, so he's still on that upward curve. He's got this horse first up from a spell. It's the first time he started this horse. It ships over from the UK after changing hands from the John Gosden yard when it won a 6 furlong turf maiden. It's had 3 good pieces of form so far. This third on debut at Haydock behind Dream of Dreams. There's some group form coming out of that race to suggest this one may be up to stakes class, and that's the sort of horse that we want to win this race. And when you think it's getting in with only 8-7, it's really thrown in at the weights here, and it's been missed by the handicapper to a major degree. After it ran third on debut in that race behind Dream of Dreams, came out and won at Newmarket over 6 furlongs, knocked off the Thiek. Once again, there's some stakes quality form coming out of that race. Stepped up in class, midfield effort, then dropped back down in class at Newbury over the 6 furlong. Beaten half a length by Rajar, bit of a margin to third. Once again, stakes class form coming out of that race to suggest this one may be up to stakes quality. And we think that's a big factor here in this race. To be getting such a big price of $34, that's just dream odds about this one. We'll go and have a little bit of a look at the form for Spiritous now. Now, he's out of a pretty smart Singspiel mare who was only beaten a length and a half in Group 2 and Group 1 contests at Hollywood Park over 9 and 10 furlongs. So even though this one's best form at the moment is over 6 furlongs, we would like to think that it will stay a trip. It stayed on pretty strongly in deep stretch over 6 furlong on debut after stalking the leaders, and also when it won its second career start. So it's damn being stakes performed over 9 and 10 furlongs in the US on turf. You'd have to think that this one will stay this trip or stay the mile of today's trip, especially under the likely, solid tempo that they run on the dirt over in Meydan. Now, this is the debut 4th, the debut 3rd to Dream of Dreams. Dream of Dreams, well bred by Dream Ahead, showcasing another leading sire in the Northern Hemisphere. Gets the 2nd horse, Raven Pass, another good sire, gets the 3rd, 4th horse out of the Stormcat mare. So, from breeding perspective, form stands up around the debut effort. The winner, Dream of Dreams, then comes out and runs 2nd to Sir Dancelite in a good listed race at York on the back of a 2nd to Lost at Sea at Doncaster. The 2nd horse home, the showcasing 3-year-old colt from the Hills Yard, comes out and wins next start at Doncaster, Franks of form, then was tried behind Mammoth in the Group 2 at Goodwood. Obviously have a high opinion of it, form franked once again. The 4th horse home, Our Boy, the Ravens Pass youngster. The start prior was only beaten 2 lengths by the Spark Medieval. Broke through at Fosslash a couple of starts later. Get down to the next horse. Well, he's beaten 5 3/4 by Batash. We know how good Batash was. He turned it out to be a Group 1 sprinter. 6 horse home, comes out and wins at its next start, and then wins by 7 at its 3rd start, really franking the form. Stepped up to Group 3, Company Tried, beaten 4 1/2 by South Seas. So the form sort of stands up left, right, and centre from its debut effort, and then it come out and won its 2nd start, and been off the scene since October. As we said, it switched across from the John Gosden yard. Trainer's going well. He's already got 1 winner from 4 runners this season with 2 fourths over in Dubai. This one looks really well placed. $34, barrier 6. Should get a good trip. Meydan, 6 o'clock. Last race on the card, number 13, Spiritous. Each way.